Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where we are currently in April year 2, and all I can say is that so far, yeah, the last 2 months we might have not been doing so well in terms of park development. This is roughly the same as it was like 2 months ago, and yeah, we need to put our game face on again and not start constructing coasters when we cannot afford them. Which is basically what went wrong, really, because this steel roller coaster, if we look at it, I mean, this could easily have been an 8.63 with not that much more money, but you need a base amount, which we didn't have. So yeah, lesson relearned, I say. Also, why there were no videos the last few days? I had I had toothache, and I had to have a tooth root treatment thing, or whatever you call it in English. So yeah, that's why I wasn't there. Anyway, we should get back into things with a quick vandalism check, see how the park is faring, and so far, so good. And there are a few other things that we should check, so let's quickly get them sorted. No, it looks alright there. Man, these vandalism checks. I wish that you could just press a button, and it would light up with like like a red flashing sign, like something's broken. You are now in vandalism check mode. But yeah, no. No, we seem to be doing alright though. We seem to be doing alright. Okay, then let's see which ride needs its pricing adjusted. If any, because, well, it definitely seems to me like the maze is one of those rides. Oh wow, and look at the gas actually being all... I'm not paying, I want to go on something more thrilling. They do not say that they want to get out, though I see them walking around like really tired and all, like this guest there. I can't click on him, but he's like, meh. Yeah, that's what we get for building an actual good maze, with the scenery inside. Ah well, it's a shame, but I'm not going to redo the maze, or make it cheesy with the entrance and the exit right next to each other. We will do that plenty of other times. Let's see. Then, pretty much all of the other rides that we have do get gas on them, so I don't think we need to change anything over there. Great, then I believe that we got a pizza stall and we are back to developing roller coasters. So that's all nice. Now, as for this area, because this is where we're developing stuff, I feel that what we have here is coasters, thrill rides, and coasters. What's lacking over here is a gentle ride, and well, we need a gentle ride. We don't really have that much choice in the matter. I believe that the mirror house is one we could slam down. Or this Ferris wheel. Or the miniature golf. But the miniature golf I want to do something cool with, like maybe over here, in this area. So I don't really feel like building that over here. So, because I you know what would be really nice? What if we built this Ferris wheel like right next to the tracks over there? I think that would be really cool. The only thing is though, we need to hook it up with as short as possible queue. So let's see. Yeah, this is height 10, 11, 12, or is that the... I'm inclined to say that this height 11 thing means I cannot place an exit below this track thingy, but we're gonna find that out. What if we if we build it over here, like right alongside these tracks? That's the goal. If we do that, and we cannot build the exit there, then the entrance gonna go here. And then the exit path, yeah, okay, so we have a backup plan. Alright, that's what we're gonna do then. You tree shall be removed. Yeah, I was afraid that we would get that message, but it is what it is. You know? No spilling or no crying over spilled milk, I guess. You know. Can't change it. Now the queue is already one size too long, but oh well. What are we gonna do about it? Yeah, exactly, not much. And then we get this over here quickly. Now the only thing I hope about our steel coaster is that the guest will like going on it because it's not too extreme. So far, that's it. Well, there are a few guests on it, but it doesn't really seem to be the case. It's also rather the problem with it though is the area that it's located in. So now let's quickly set this up. I don't know how I managed to click on a guest, but whatever. We will do forward rotation, and yeah, let's also charge $5 because money is the thing that we need. Wait, you know what we also haven't done? We haven't really checked out how our the special guests are doing in the park. You know, let's do that in a minute as well. Now, as for the name of this, and then you'll see I already have this somewhere in the park. You know, I mean. I can't see it, so I assume it's not there, but there is a good chance that I'm building this double. Why don't we call this sea star sashimi? I don't know if you write it like that, but you know the raw fish thing that you can get in the sushi thing. Okay, so if we go by that, then let's color it a bit more like a tuna, huh? And tuna, well, I don't really, I mean, the good tuna has this type of color. Type of color, not really, it's more reddish. Maybe, but this is, it's a cross between this red and this purple. No, no. We can do, I think we can swing this though. If we then go with the, do we really think we can swing this? It's kind of an outlier when it comes to the rest of the park. I'm not liking it, you know. Even though the intention is good, I'm not liking where it's going. Now we need to change this purple. What we can do is, but we already have so much of that red. Isn't there? Maybe if we go or the other way around, perhaps with something like this. And then just black supports. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it the slightest. The black supports are okay. They can stay, but these colors definitely want something else there. This I like a lot better. Yeah, we'll do this. So the whole sea star sashimi coloring, huh? What? Sea star sashimi? No, wouldn't have guessed it just from looking at the right. Anyway, let's also quickly check how. Yeah, I was afraid that we would need an extra handy dude over here, but that's if that's the way of it, then that's the way of it. And then turn that off. Good. Also, we have 4 loose walking mechanics. Is that enough for a park this big, I wonder? There's basically 2 of them. No, there's only 3 loose walking mechanics, and one of yeah, no, we definitely need more. There's no denying that we need more. Good. Okay, so the sea star sashimi is a thing. Now, as for over here, we kind of need another ride here, and I hope. No, we do not have the go-karts. I wanted the go-karts to be like over here. This would be like the perfect place. You know, and then have it basically crawl all the way along the coast. You know, you're the one I just dropped. I was for a moment thinking, are you walking over there? But you are still flying in the air. I just dropped you in this area. No, but what I want with the go-karts, if we get it, that is, but I kind of want to keep this space free to, with the go-karts, go all the way around, and then basically, you know, also go over here on this this bit of land, which will require a lot of curving and twisting around, but I want to see if we can at least pull it off for this bit, you know. And then get back and just basically hug the coast and use only this area here. Anyway, what we also want to see is Electro. How's you doing, mate? Ooh, you have plenty of money still to spend and you're happy. And then we have Super Films 8 and you're also quite happy, but aren't there like more people? No. You know, let's get another one. You are going to be the treble clef. How rich are you? Ooh, 75 bucks. Well, I say welcome to the park, the treble clef. Right, okay, so then, you know what we should do, really? Over here, there's plenty of rides. Let's get the miniature golf, and let's get that, like, all the way over here. And hook it up to this area, so we can lure a few more guests to this section of the park, and just to be sure. Yeah, no, we don't see supports here, but we can hook things up. Right, yeah, let's get the miniature golf thingy going. So there we go, and here we should have plenty of money to build this, so that's also nice. Now let's see. If we were to hook this up, I think it would be in our best interest to not have a really long queue, because it's probably going to take a while for the guests to finish a parkour that goes around this area. I basically want to go around this area here. So, yeah, you know, no lack of ambition with this, right? So if we do that, let's see. I think it would be the best if we have the station, but if we build it like over here, if we build it over here, we can have the exit hook up there, but we are then in trouble with our entrance. Yeah. Let me just have a quick look at the numbers. This is height 14, so what we could do... Do we want it inside here or do we want it over here? All of a sudden I'm seeing this area and I'm like, wow, this is perfect for a miniature golf. Now we're gonna build it inside here. And I think it would be in our best interest to have the station be like over here, entrance, and then a 3-size queue, which is 1 size too long, but alright, fine. We'll roll with that plan. So basically all we need here is like this. And go with the entrance there, exit there, and then special. Right around the corner, and then right around the corner. Those are like really nice golf tracks, huh? And then we do hole A. And you know what? To speed up the ride a little, we will have straight pieces in between them each and every time. I'm not really sure if that will help, unless we get the nice opportunity to go around the corner like this with the hole D. But we'll just add like a few more, you know, straight pieces in there. Now we could try, but to go over here, but we're not gonna. So we'll remove the tree. Look, and like over here, you know, this is just perfect. This is how we want it to be. And then we'll just move it around, and then do a hole B again, and then go straight. Maybe this going straight is actually a really clever idea of mine. Not really sure about it yet, but it seems. Oh, come on, shrub, be gone. We don't want or need you. Oh, just hold on a second here. You know what we are kind of screwing up here? That is our way back to the exit. Yeah, alright, let's reverse this whole thing, right? This is what we want here, not the other way around. Yeah. Oh man, this is terrible. How could I forget the entrance? I'm sure you've all been screaming at the screen like, this is not how it's gonna work out. Anyway, we can quickly get this back, you know, to where we were. Oh. And then we are gonna go with hole D over there. And then hole B. And then do something like this with hole A again. And then, because I don't, yeah, hole D is not really gonna work out here. So we can leave that tree over there as well. And do hole C again. And then now we can do hole D with another hole D, and then with another hole D. How about that, you know, play the same hole thrice. I think this is the worst miniature golf course ever, but we do have, and that's kind of the reason why I've built it the way it is. We do have plenty of space to, come on! I said, yeah. But now we do have plenty of space for it to, you know, to place scenery in between, and that's what I wanted to do with this. So. Also, look at our money, having 5,500, and we're still in April. All of a sudden, things look a lot better for our possible next coaster, which we should get after the pizza stall. So, nice. Nice, nice, nice. There we go. And then, let's see here. What can we do in terms of setting it up? Nothing. The other good thing is, apparently, there is no settings here, so it cannot break down either. Or at least this, I assume. Now, as for like the golf course itself, the only real thing that we can do here is color it. And I feel like, you know, having it a bit of a lighter green is kind of cool. We don't have supports anywhere, so we don't bother with those. All we now bother with is the edge, which, if we make this gray, looks really rubbish. We had a pretty good color actually on there, which wasn't that. I believe it was this. No, which color did we have? I believe it was this. Do I like that, or do we want it white? White also colors the path, and that makes it, yeah. So that's kind of why I think this looks the best, you know, because it also colors the concrete for whatever reason. So yeah, there we are. Now, do we have? Yeah, we have music over here. For a moment I thought, should we add music? But no. Oh, and look at this, by the way. Now that we have a few more guests here, all of a sudden, the whole area here is quite popular. Very nice, very nice. Right, okay, I think this can open up. And you know what? To help even further with luring the guests in, we are going to get ourselves a pizza stall. And not just there, but also in a few other places. How about... yeah, okay, so hold on a second. I say that, but then I do need to have a good space for it. And of course, now the shops and stalls are also invisible. So that doesn't help. So we have the Pizza Hut here. I kind of want it to be somewhere over here. But this is such a nice place that I don't really feel like building something here with the trees and all. You know what? We could get one over here. That's a nice one. With a no entry sign like right in front of it. I'm not sure if the guests can actually buy stuff over here. I never really tried this, you know. It seems to not to be the case though. They seem to ignore this. So what if we remove this? Yeah, it doesn't seem to make any difference whatsoever. Oh yeah, no, there they go. Alright, good. So then I think we need a last one. We're not gonna build it underwater. How about, yeah, this is really close to the entrance. I really feel, I mean, these two are in pretty central locations, right? Over here you can quickly access it. Same as over here from... over here it's kind of like, but we're not gonna build shops and stalls here. So we'll leave it at these two for the time being. Let us see what else we have available to build. If we go to the water rides, we have built every single water ride that is available to us. And unless we're really out of rides, I don't feel like building another one twice. But with all the water, if we are gonna build rides twice, it's probably going to be water rides because we have so much water. I don't feel like you know, doubling up on the coasters. Let's do it with the water rides. Now we do have a few thrill rides as well that we can build. We have the box, we have the ship, and we have the hoo-ha belly. Hoo-ha belly is kind of nice. This I want to leave for the go-karts. What do we have for coasters? We have quite a bit that we can build for coasters. We have the mine train one, which is nice because it is a nice in-between. It does have a lot of wooden supports though, and that's kind of meh. If we were to build it, let's just plan this out for a moment. If we were to build it, I feel that we would probably if we were to build it over here, because I was looking at this area and now I see a station here, which means we cannot lower this, you know, for any underground sections, which would mean a raised station, and I don't even like the idea of it. What we could also do, and this might be cool, because this area I want to keep reserved for the go-karts, you know? So it's going to be a big one, now that we know how to build it. This I kind of want to slam down 2 or 3 or 4 rides here, you know? Because it's such a nice area for it. And then we'll expand the path later on over there. But what we could do is we could have a station in the underground here. Huh? Well, that would be pretty cool. However, the lesson I've learned with the steel coaster is that we need a little bit more money before we can even attempt it. And one of the downsides of the mine train coaster is that it has wooden supports, and for it to be cool, we need to lift it up. And what we're gonna create then is like a curtain of wooden supports. And this park, you know, I don't really want that in this park. I really don't. So do we have other options? Okay, no. Just no. Okay, let's you know what? Let's get like over here in this corner. Let's get this Kruger mansion over there. I mean, this is more like, you know, I don't really feel like building the wooden coaster because of the supports, but the alternative is that we then have the dangling train coaster that we need to build, and that's you know that's a prospect that I don't even like the looks of even less. So also, just now is a good moment to check the math on this thing. It has a capacity of 5 guests. That means a really short queue. There, done. Really, yeah, that is basically what this queue size is telling me. Like, we need a really short queue length here. Right, okay. If we then go to our eggheads, we get the roller coaster. I want to try and get the go-karts. So let's go with a few more thrill rides to develop. On the other hand, what we don't have at the moment are any more gentle rides to build. We've built every single one of them. So let's go with gentle rides, and once we have those, we will go back to thrill rides. We have plenty of time anyway to get them. And I feel like, you know, after this, I think we should just try the mine train coaster soon. Because I feel like it's doable, you know. If we don't build it too crazy high, but add a lot of drops that go into the underground, we should not have the curtain of supports that I fear. And at the same time, we can have a really cool coaster. So I think we're definitely gonna do the underground version of it with just a few escapades, so to say, in the above ground area. Now, as for this over here, oh, and we also totally forgot to name the miniature golf. Wow, I'm rushing ahead like a madman. Let's actually name this. Why don't we call this ping pong? No, it's not tabletop tennis. No, we could call this Fuji Nakuzura. I don't know if that is anything, but it sounds cool, right? And then for the Kruger mansion, there's nothing to set or do here. Do we have? We don't have music over here, so what we can also do is play the music and go with the Oriental style. I don't really like the other one that I chose, so we're gonna go with the Oriental one. Let's see here. Oh yeah, and look at the queue for this coaster, filled to the brim. And I believe it is just about to launch, isn't it? No, it is. It just launched. Nice. How's the queue time? Just want to check. Only 3 minutes. Very nice. For a single train that cannot crash. And have the ratings improved? No, no, because it hasn't improved because of the miniature golf around it. Or Fui Nakazura, Nakuzura. Now, as for the Kruger mansion, why don't we call this? How were those white powdered ladies called in those ninja movies? Oh man, you know what? I'll look that up in between this video and the next, and I'll actually name it afterwards to those, because they have like a name, you know, the white powdered ladies that do the dancing and stuff, you know. We're gonna name this after such a house. It has a name, I'm sure of it. I'll find it. Anyway, that looks pretty alright. Now, as for the roller coaster. Are we gonna build it, or you know what? We'll do that next time. But what we should do is get some scenery out here for the miniature golf. I think that's definitely a thing that we need. Bam. There. Done. And then let's get you out there with a few of these. Oh, there's a tree there. This is just to spicing it up a little, you know? And then we'll do something like this. Yeah, I think this looks cool. Right now they're golfing in a city basically, so I mean it's not like we've added that much to the scenery, but I do think the looks, you know, it adds to the looks, and you know, we don't have any test results yet. We also don't really know the capacity. Does that mean that the moment it's free, the guests can move on and it's just like a set pace? Because if that's so, then basically the queue time is the time it takes for the longest hole for the guests to put, basically. Not sure how it works. There's 8 people on the ride currently. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But we'll keep an eye on that next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.